So, scared of the megalodon? Hey, these Mariana Trench creatures will terrify you even more. Just call me Chicken of the Sea. Now, what's scarier than the prehistoric megalodon that used to live in the Mariana Trench? The sharp-toothed, creepy-looking creatures that currently live there. Well, much of the Mariana Trench hasn't been explored yet. What scientists have found so far is absolutely terrifying. Watch to learn more about the creepy creatures that lie in the world's deepest waters. But be warned, you may never want to swim in the ocean again. Or at least that deep. Counting down from number 10. The Fangtooth. That's his name? The Mariana Trench is an underwater trench with a depth of 35,000 feet, nearly 7 miles below the ocean surface. Let that sink in. While scientists know that the Mariana Trench exists, it's one of the least explored places on Earth. It's also the deepest area of Earth's oceans. And although many creatures down there probably haven't even been seen by humans yet, scientists have had the creepy pleasure of getting to know the fangtooth. The fangtooth fish shamelessly lives up to its name. Just look at that thing. The fangtooth is carnivorous and feeds on just about anything it can find that gets caught in its sharp-toothed mouth. These fish rely on their contact chemoreception to find prey. In other words, they can sense chemical residue that comes off other living organisms in the deep sea. This is because they don't have any light-producing cells on their bodies, unlike many other deep-sea fish. On top of all that, it's pretty dark down there. So whatever crosses their path, they chomp on. While these guys look pretty scary, they're not a threat to humans. They only grow about 7 inches long. Even so, I wouldn't want to run into one of these things during a relaxing swim in the ocean. Number 9. The Dumbo Octopus. This guy may look cute, but he swallows his prey whole. It doesn't have any teeth, simply foraging for food consisting of pelagic invertebrates swimming just above the ocean floor. The Dumbo octopus gets its name thanks to its rather cartoonish look. It has floppy elephant-like ears that rest on top of its 12-inch body, along with googly-looking eyes. The Dumbo octopus is the deepest living octopus scientists know of, according to Oceana.org. They are known as umbrella octopuses, since their arms are connected by webbed skin. When they spread them apart, they look like an umbrella. A slimy, hungry, deep-sea umbrella. Number 8. The barrel-eye fish. This unique fish lives 2,500 feet underwater in the Mariana Trench. There are a couple of cool but freaky things that make this fish one of a kind, like its transparent head. You can see through the barrel-eye fish's head. Some scientists believe that this transparent head lets the fish collect a bit more light in the dark depths of the sea, which gives them an advantage over other fish that hunt blindly. Inside their heads, you'll find 2 barrel-shaped eyes that point upward so that the fish can see the outlines of its prey. While scientists know what the fish looks like, there still hasn't been enough research done to determine its reproductive patterns and life cycle. So mysterious. Number 7. The Sea Devil Anglerfish. This creature looks more like a fish from a horror movie than from Earth's oceans. The Sea Devil Anglerfish resides a whopping 3,200 feet deep and is in no shortage of weird features: razor-sharp teeth, a misshapen body, and an unsettling stare. But perhaps the creepiest thing about the Sea Devil Anglerfish is the way it catches its prey. It has a fishing rod-type appendage on its forehead that has a glowing light attached to the end to attract animals. Once these animals come close enough to the light, bam! They're captured by the sea devil's massive jaws. These guys are even capable of eating prey larger than they are, so their eyes aren't bigger than their stomachs. Number 6. The Goblin Shark. If you thought the movie Jaws was scary, This next deep-sea creature will make you swear off going for dips in the ocean forever. However, it lives 3,000 feet underwater, so you'll never likely see it face to face. The goblin shark looks like a cross between a shark and a creature from your worst nightmare. These sharks boast a protruding sword-like snout with a jaw that juts out to match. Unlike other sharks that have more of a gray hue, this creepy thing looks not so pretty in pink. Aside from their scary demeanor, what do scientists really know about the goblin shark? Well, not much, except that they can grow up to 18 feet in length. Looks like there's still a lot to learn about these guys, if you dare to. Number 5. The deep-sea hatchetfish. You know that tool that looks like a small axe? Well, the deep-sea hatchetfish looks like the tool that inspired its name. Believe it or not, there are over 40 species of hatchetfish that sport thin bodies covered in shiny scales. That's why they often look metallic. These fish only grow to be around 6 inches, but they're able to handle the pressure of the deep sea, living 5,000 feet below the surface. Thanks to their bioluminescent bodies, they shine depending on how much light manages to come in from above the water. This shimmer helps them camouflage and trick oncoming predators. Number 4. The zombie worm. Whoa! There are zombies in the ocean? Not quite. The zombie worm isn't an undead creature of the deep sea. It's very much alive. It's also known as the bone worm, and it can swallow bones of massive mammals like whales. It does this by secreting acid to obtain the inner contents of the dead whale's bones. Well, isn't that yummy? The zombie worm is able to breathe by wiggling its branches or limbs around to pull in any oxygen from the water. Number 3. The deep-sea dragonfish. If there were a prize for the most hideous fish in the ocean, the deep-sea dragonfish would win. With slimy, scaleless skin, massive teeth, and a face only a mother could love, this bad boy of the sea is nothing to mess with. It likes to swim between 700 and 6,000 feet below the surface of the ocean, where the waters are the darkest and coldest. Along with some other creatures on this list, the deep-sea dragonfish relies on its bioluminescent body parts to catch prey. It also uses its hanging appendage, which boasts a little red light on the end coming out of its lower jaw. Many fish mistake this little light for prey, luring them right into the jaws of the deep-sea dragonfish. Very clever dragonfish, very clever indeed. Number 2. The frilled shark. You'll be frilled if you ever meet one. Studying the frilled shark is like looking through a portal back to prehistoric times. That's because scientists think that these eel-like sharks haven't changed much since their older ancestors roamed the deep-sea waters. So they're sometimes referred to as living fossils. These sharks' mouths are filled with a terrifying 25 rows of backward-facing sharp teeth, 300 in total. They're designed to grasp prey and hold them tight so they can't get away, according to early studies of the shark, conducted in 1884 and published in the Bulletin of the Essex Institute. Luckily for swimmers, the frilled sharks live between 390 and 4,200 feet below the ocean surface, so they'll probably never run into them. Probably. Number 1. Liopleurodon. While all the creatures mentioned on this list thus far are still believed to be alive and well today, some of the most terrifying ones are extinct, like Megalodon. But this list of terrifying creatures of the Mariana Trench would be incomplete without mentioning the terrifying and prehistoric Liopleurodon. This carnivorous marine reptile existed during the Colovian stage of the Middle Jurassic era and ruled the waters at 9 feet in length. Scientists believe Liopleurodon thrived in this deep-sea trench because of its ability to swim long distances and its 4 paddle-like limbs. While they probably weren't able to propel themselves toward prey like other animals of the area, they did manage to accelerate and attack very ruthlessly and efficiently. Additionally, They relied on their long snouts to smell prey, which leads scientists to believe they didn't rely on sight for hunting. This means they could have thrived in the dark Mariana Trench. Around 150 million years ago, Liopleurodon became extinct due to competition for prey against other thriving marine reptiles. And I think I speak for all of us when I say thank goodness for that. Considering that scientists have only explored 5% of the ocean floor and found some of the scariest sea creatures imaginable, one can only dream of what other animals reside in the deep-sea waters.